What's up, beautiful spirits? This is Myron Magnus and another segment of Pure Pugilism Boxing Logic. Something's on my heart, and I want to get this off real quick before I go take a shower and start, shaking and moving on these streets of DC. The worst thing, I believe, that's going on in boxing today is that these fighters are getting these title shots too quickly in their career. They're getting title shots too quickly in their career, and for example, like Gervonta Davis getting a belt, not one but two times, too soon in his career before he's actually earned it. Now, some people might just say now, who are you to say how you know the brother didn't earn it? What I'm saying is, I don't believe he's put in the necessary work, years, fights, to truly earn the title shot as soon as he got one through Mayweather. Because once you get a title, once you get a belt, you know what I'm saying? Aside of all the strategy, mind games and all that, you should be prepared to defend that belt against anyone whenever the time permits. Whenever they call you out, it should never be no freaking talk about I got to get more experience under this belt. Once you get a belt, once you get a world championship belt, whether it be the IBF, WBA, WBC, WBO, ain't no more talk. No more motherfucker talk about you need to get more experience before you fight a particular another fighter that you know has more experience than the fighter that is the champion that has the belt. Okay, what's going on in not just in boxing, but in the world over, particularly that's hurting black boxers and black men in general in all 9 areas of activity is wanting the instant gratification or getting instant gratification before you actually put in the necessary hard work, grind, pitfalls, setbacks, okay, to earn that title shot or the praise at the end or the good pat on your back. Motherfuckers is getting too much too soon. And they're doing this by design to weaken you. Okay? A lot of this is the gear to get the money inside. You know what I mean? Get the money rolling and everything. But the thing going on with this social media and everything, the internet right now, is that you have a lot of people that could get a major deal in whatever industry they in, whatever profession they in, before they're actually prepared to deal with that industry, profession, or sport, or defend that championship belt in the sense of boxing, okay? And what you're doing is you're lowering the level of expectation on the individual himself. You're lowering the level of ability and potential they can meet at. Where you're lowering, when you give somebody praise too soon for anything, okay, they have the thought in their mind that they reached their plateau. They reached their peak of their potential in so to speak. That what little work they put in was all it was necessary to be great as the ones before them and the ones before them, or this guy over there who got 35, 40 fights, okay, but don't have the promotion team and politics in his favor or her favor, you know what I'm saying, to get where this person at who only got 20 fights, you know what I'm saying, but got the mouthpiece, uh, talks the dumb shit and all that necessary bull to make him hot on the internet or whatever. You know what I mean? To get views. These views, all these views a person might get, doesn't always equate to what to the number that fills the seats in a ring or the pay-per-view. You feel me? So we in an era and a generation right now, which is probably was the same with various generations before that, where people like to hear loud mouths, like to hear controversy. You know what I'm saying? They want that fuels everything because that's what the media have always wanted to push. Controversy. You know what I mean? Drama. Because we're a sick society. You know what I'm saying? Love, happiness, and peace and great things don't push us like drama. You know what I'm saying? Controversy. And violence. So that should already let you know something's wrong with the game totally. You feel me? And so back when you get into young black men, black boxers, you know what I'm saying? And young men and the weakened generation in general, okay, of course times is shifting. And technology, okay, has take a lot out of the hands of the working man. But at the same time, when you're in that ring, you know what I'm saying? When you're in that ring, you gotta be able to pull from that inner gut, that inner freaking, those loins, baby, that spine, and really motherfucking get it in if you want to get it in, or if you want to sell the seats. You gotta excite people. And these young boxers today is all stick and move. And I don't want no boxer to deal with the predecessors before them as far as the mental disease or the mental illness or the brain damage and things like that. But at the same time, you got to be able to put on a good show. You got to be able to take the motherfuckers who's willing to fight you. None of the best fighters is fighting the best fighters right now. You feel me? None of them. They scared to be Ali. They're scared to talk like, have speech impediments like many of the great boxers before them. We all notice how they talk slow and everything. But if you want to be that pay-per-view star, if you want to get to where Mayweather was, you're going to have to go through that blood and guts. You got to go through those bruising ass, banging boxing matches too. You're going to have to fight the motherfuckers you kind of fear and you scared to fight before you get your championship fight. You got to go through some wars. And Pretty Boy Mayweather went through those wars before Money Mayweather was stealing money on a lot of these weak fights. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? But you can't, we are weakening each generation of men, particularly black men I'm talking about because I'm a black man, by giving them too much too soon. Okay? They got to go through that fire to get the best out of them. They got to go through that tempering phase. The tempering phase. You know what I mean? That luck, those wars, that grind, those setbacks that add a different level of toughness and durability, resistance, perseverance to us. Okay? No black boxer should be given anything early, or black man in general in all 9 areas of activity on this planet should be given anything easy, because we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom still. Okay? We need to go through that tempering phase in every shape, in every aspect, in every freaking situation or circumstance in life to pull that inner warrior out of us, that need to be brought out of us so we can go to the next freaking level. in the errors for the errors ahead of us and the generations ahead of us. Eugenics is real. Eugenics is real. Okay? Very much. If you have a doctor, a man, he married another woman, she's a doctor, those kids gonna come out with the potential already in their genetic code to be a better doctor than both of them because they already grew up in it. It was already embedded in their code because that's where their mom was on, their spirit, their mental processes was at, and that's what the father mental processes was at. You put them together, boom. Okay? You have another Imhotep. Perhaps. If that's what he wanted to do. He already have the DNA code there. It's implanted in him. So you have genetics that can work positive, then you have eugenics that can work negative by having a weak-ass mom and a weak-ass mother. I'm sorry, weak-ass father, weak-ass mother. Both give up. Both want it easy. Both want welfare. Or both willing to live on welfare. That weakens that child because they want something to be handed to them. They don't want to go through the fire, that grind, the hard work, with the necessary work ethic to get, okay, and to raise the ceiling above, to raise the aspirations and the level above that they parents, because their parents has already embedded a lazy ass genetic trait in them by them both wanting fucking handouts or wanting it easy. So now that could develop a child that wants shit easy. And that's what's hurting these fucking boxers. Okay? These promoters, they just wanted to have a belt. They don't want to be the best. They're happy with just having a belt. But the majority of them don't want to be a best. They think because they have a belt, they can milk that. But the economy is fucked up. You have to really inspire these fans and fanatics. You have to be exceptional, superb. Right now, where the money's at, your mouth just ain't gonna get it on its own, my niggas. You gotta show something that inspires them. Some next level shit. To make them really want to spend that money. Okay? To make them really want to truly want to back you. To make them say, okay, black man ain't broken yet. They still breeding strong ass motherfucking determined children that willing to put in that fucking work. The study. Not just everything looks fun, but the studying, the film study. Okay? They're willing to put in those necessary extra hours in that gym. They're willing to jog that extra 2 or 3 miles because they want it. They understand it's not going to come easy to them. They got to go above and beyond. And that's why I believe no black boxers right now, at least 95% of them, don't deserve no praise from us. Do we want them to feed their families? Yes. But we don't want them keep weakening and weakening and weakening. You know what I'm saying? I don't think none of you deserve the right to talk any shit to any other boxer until you prove yourself. Or unified all 3 or 4 belts. When you've unified all 3 or 4 belts, then you have the right to talk some shit. But until then, shut the fuck up. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't deserve it. A lot of you. You might be a raw talent. People can see your raw talent, but you never perhaps be able to bloom and blossom into that full talent because it was given to you too soon. And you thought you made it before you actually earned it. This is Myron Magnus. You listen to a segment of Boxing Logic. Pure pugilism, pardon me. Pure pugilism and boxing logic. One love.